Did you know that a single Eminem lyric has completely reshaped how fans are looking at a country music legend? If you've heard the line, you heard of Kris Kristofferson.
You heard of Kris Kristofferson? Yeah. Well, I'm pissed off.
You probably chuckle. But here's the kicker: most Eminem fans are only now realizing that Kris Kristofferson isn't some made-up name. He's an actual living legend. Was a legend. Tragically, Kris passed away recently. As we extend our condolences to his family, we must acknowledge the profound impact that one line has had on Eminem's audience. Suddenly, thousands of fans are digging into Kris Kristofferson's incredible life and career. So, what's the connection between Slim Shady and this country rebel? How did a single lyric breathe new life into a legacy? Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. The parallels between these two icons go way deeper than just a name drop, and there's a shocking twist waiting for you at the end. Alright, let's dive deep. If you're an Eminem fan, chances are you've heard Tone Deaf 100 times by now. The track is packed with signature and punchlines, but the line that's got the internet buzzing is this: you heard of Kris Kristofferson? Well, I am pissed at Offerson. Now, it's no secret that Eminem loves wordplay, but what's really blowing people's minds is the realization that Kris Kristofferson, this badass country rebel, is real. Fans are flooding Reddit, X, and forums everywhere, admitting they thought Kristofferson was just some random character Eminem made up to fit the rhyme. But here's where it gets fascinating. The connection between M and Kris runs so much deeper than just a punchline. And here's the beautiful twist: Kris Kristofferson's legacy is being revived in real time, thanks to Tone Deaf. His recent passing makes it even more poignant how Eminem's music is giving new life to a man who was a rebel, a poet, and a game changer in his own right. By the end of this video, you'll see Kris Kristofferson and Eminem in a whole new light. Plus, we've got a mind-blowing fact about Kris and M that's going to completely change how you look at their careers. Stick around for that bombshell, we promise it's worth the wait. So, why is this line from Tone Deaf getting so much attention? Well, it's not just because Eminem's fans didn't know Kris Kristofferson was a real person. It's because suddenly Eminem is leading people to rediscover a man whose influence stretched far beyond country music. Kris Kristofferson was more than just a country star, he was a cultural force. He rejected the mainstream country scene of his day and wrote raw, emotional songs that tackled tough subjects like addiction, heartbreak, and rebellion. Sound familiar? It should, because that's exactly what Eminem has done for hip-hop. Thanks to one clever line, M's fans are diving into Kris's life. We've seen fans on Reddit sharing stories about how they've been inspired to listen to Kris's music for the first time. They're reading up on his rebellious career and even reflecting on the way these two icons have shaken up their respective genres. In a way, it's a beautiful tribute to Kris's legacy. Through Eminem's lyrics, Kris Kristofferson's influence is finding a whole new generation of fans, people who might never have discovered him otherwise. And that, my friends, is the power of music. But let's not forget the personal side of this. With Kris's recent passing, we have to take a moment to offer our condolences to his family. The man was a true legend, and it's incredible to see how his name, thanks to Eminem, is now being discussed and celebrated all over the world. It's like his legacy is coming full circle right up to the modern day, even after he's gone. And here's the thing, this connection between Eminem and Kris goes way deeper than you might think. Stick with me because we're about to dive into some crazy parallels between these two icons. Let's rewind to the start of both their careers and you'll see exactly what I mean. Picture this, a young Eminem barely making ends meet in Detroit, working whatever jobs he can get just to keep his family afloat while grinding out tracks that no one believed in yet. We're talking about a kid who had to prove everyone wrong: the music industry, society, even his own family. And then, on the flip side, you've got Kris Kristofferson, who also started from the bottom literally as a janitor while dreaming of a music career that was seen as a joke by most of Nashville. It's wild when you think about it. Both men were hustling in jobs they hated, using every spare moment to work on their music. They weren't just writing songs, they were living them. Every struggle, every crappy paycheck, every rejection letter fueled their drive. For M, it was the heartbreak of trying to break into a predominantly black music industry as a white kid. For Kris, it was pushing back against the polished, squeaky clean image Nashville wanted for its stars. Both of them refused to conform, and that's what made them unstoppable. Now, let's dive deeper. M's relentless drive led him to battles in rap battles, which sharpened his skills, while Kris faced the harsh realities of the Nashville music scene. The industry often dismissed his raw talent in favor of more commercial sounds. It's almost poetic how both of their experiences fueled their art. Their journeys are not just about personal success. They represent the struggle of many artists who fight to stay true to themselves in an industry that often values conformity over originality. This theme resonates not just with their own stories, but also with countless fans who see their struggles reflected in their music. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Both Eminem and Kris Kristofferson had career-defining moments when they met the right mentor. For Eminem, we all know who that was: Dr. Dre. Dre took one listen to M's demo and knew he had found someone special. He wasn't just signing a rapper, he was shaping the future of hip-hop. Without Dre, who knows if Eminem would have become the Slim Shady we know today. That partnership is legendary, and it's fascinating to consider how much Dre shaped M's image, sound, and approach to music. Now, rewind a few decades, and you've got Kris Kristofferson meeting Johnny Cash. It's almost eerie how similar this is to M and Dre's story. Johnny Cash saw in Kris what Nashville didn't: a raw, untamed talent that was too real for the clean-cut world of country music at the time. Cash took Kris under his wing, just like Dre did with him, and gave him the platform to be himself, to be a rebel in an industry that wanted conformity. Let's not gloss over the significance of these relationships. Mentorship is vital in any creative field, and for both Eminem and Kris, their mentors provided not just opportunities but also validation. They saw the potential when the world largely ignored it. That's the beauty of these relationships. Dr. Dre and Johnny Cash didn't just change careers. They changed the landscapes of hip-hop and country music. And speaking of shout-outs, if you're vibing with this deep dive into Eminem and Kris Kristofferson's connection, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us keep bringing you content like this, and trust me, we've got more mind-blowing connections coming up. And here's where the magic happens. Both Eminem and Kris Kristofferson were rebels, pure and simple. These guys didn't just break the mold, they obliterated it. Eminem. The man has spent his entire career flipping the bird to the haters. He's been canceled more times than we can count, and yet, every time he comes back stronger. Remember the line from Tone Deaf: "I won't stop even when my hair turns gray, 'cause they won't stop until they cancel me." That's not just a throwaway line, that's M's entire philosophy. He's daring the world to shut him up, and the more they try, the louder he gets. Kris Kristofferson, he was doing the same thing but in country music. Nashville wanted clean-cut stars who sang about safe, family-friendly topics, but Kris, he was out here writing about addiction, heartbreak, and social issues, things no one else in country music would touch. And guess what? Just like M, he didn't care. He was true to himself, and in the end, that's why his music resonates with people to this day. This rebellious spirit is what connects these two artists across genres and generations. Their refusal to conform has given countless fans the courage to be themselves. Now let's talk about the impact of this. For both M and Kris, their artistry transcends just music, it becomes a lifestyle. They're not just entertainers, they're voices for the voiceless, shining light on issues often swept under the rug. Their refusal to conform inspires fans to embrace their own authenticity, even in the face of adversity. Eminem's refusal to give Paul, his manager, Christmas off. That's a funny moment, but it's also a window into his obsessive dedication to his craft. For both Em and Kris, the art always came first. Even when the world was telling them to slow down, it's this relentless drive that made them legends. Now, let's explore how both artists use humor and emotion to tackle serious themes. What's really cool about this whole thing is how both Eminem and Kris Kristofferson use humor to get their points across. Eminem's sharp wit and clever wordplay have always been his trademark. He often uses humor to tackle serious issues, be it his personal struggles, societal problems, or even the absurdity of fame. That line about being Kristofferson is a perfect example of how he can make us laugh while also getting us to think. Similarly, Kris Kristofferson used a blend of humor and raw honesty in his lyrics. Songs like Me and Bobby McGee show how he could encapsulate deep emotions within a catchy narrative. He had a knack for storytelling, often embedding humor into the lives of his characters, making them relatable and real. This ability to weave humor into their art keeps audiences engaged. It allows them to discuss heavier themes without coming off as preachy. And let's not forget the legacy of storytelling in both genres. Country music and hip-hop are rich with narrative stories of struggle, triumph, love, and heartbreak. Both artists excel at telling these stories, connecting with listeners on a deeply personal level. This is the thread that ties them together, making their music not just entertainment but a means of exploring the human experience. As we wrap up this section, it's essential to reflect on the larger impact of their music. Both Eminem and Kris Kristofferson have used their platforms to address social issues, be it addiction, mental health, or the struggles of marginalized communities. They've raised awareness through their art, challenging societal norms and pushing for change. So, as we look at the incredible journey of both Kris Kristofferson and Eminem, we see artists who have defied the odds, inspired generations, and left an indelible mark on their respective genres. The connection between them, sparked by a single lyric, has opened the door for a new wave of appreciation for Kris's legacy. It's almost poetic how a line in tone deaf serves as a bridge between two worlds, country and hip-hop, showing that the power of music transcends genres and generations. In closing, let's celebrate the legacy of Kris Kristofferson and the impact of Eminem on the music industry. We encourage you to dive into Kris's discography, explore the stories behind his songs, and appreciate the man behind the music. And if you haven't listened to Tone Deaf, go check it out. It's not just a song. It's a testament to the power of lyrics, legacy, and the unexpected connections that music can forge. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear how Eminem and Kris Kristofferson have influenced your lives and your thoughts on their connection.